A long time ago, it wasn't about, for him, it wasn't about legacy, it's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. Right. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
It gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep.
Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. And now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. No, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition.
The boxing scene has been stirred up following reports that Netflix has issued a massive $100 million penalty to Floyd Mayweather. This action reportedly comes after he violated the terms of an agreement by referring to his rematch with Manny Pacquiao as an exhibition bout.
Losing money Mayweather, as the chatter says, is in dire straits financially. But something is off. Something's completely off because you got one person saying, this is a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix. That is the only two things that can be possible.
Tim Bradley has put forward the idea that Floyd Mayweather might have already spent the upfront payment he got from Netflix to clear existing financial obligations. He also implied that, after receiving that payout, Mayweather may not be motivated to pursue high-level competition anymore.
Know the legalities of the actual contract and why Mayweather's choosing to do what he's going to do what he's doing. I don't think Mayweather is afraid. I don't think he's afraid. No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Come on. Barrios, he's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you can put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million, whatever, for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's basically free.
Oscar De La Hoya has also alleged that Mayweather's return to the ring is driven purely by financial strain. He argued that many fighters in similar situations fail to handle their earnings wisely and can end up losing their fortunes. According to him, Mayweather is now prioritizing exhibition bouts to generate income rather than concentrating on preserving his legacy in the sport.
The reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my.
Zab Judah, a former professional boxer and one of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s well-known rivals, has indicated that Mayweather's return is likely fueled by marketing tactics and an effort to generate excitement ahead of a major headline event.
We're not playing around, and maybe that got through the cracks. I don't know how. I wasn't there. I don't know his business, but somehow he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know how he didn't catch on that this is the real deal Holyfield.
Do you think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion? I mean, I don't know. Like when the announcement came out, I don't know if people really too ecstatic for it.
I mean, yeah, it's something that you would, you can use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in,
listen, man, I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I shouldn't say I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying?
Judah went on to say that Mayweather's priorities appear to have shifted toward the entertainment side of the sport, along with expanding business ventures and making the most profit possible through widely publicized exhibition matches.
As a consumer looking in, we're like, yo, is he like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna, shoulder roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy. He understands. He ain't no fool. Word.
According to boxing insiders, both sides had initially agreed to terms for a sanctioned bout. However, Floyd Mayweather Jr. later described the matchup as an exhibition, which triggered criticism from Manny Pacquiao's camp and brought up potential legal issues.
So Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September, when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the...
Boxing analyst Max Kellerman has indicated that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s effort to frame his return bout as an exhibition instead of an officially sanctioned contest could be a strategic decision aimed at protecting his perfect 50-0 record.
I'll always bring this up. Bernard Hopkins, I was calling his fights on HBO. He fought Tavares Cloud, good light heavyweight, beat him easy, right? And he was like 49, and his body still looked like Hopkins. Then he came back a year or so later, and he fights Joe Smith. His body didn't look the same. Hopkins had a Spartan training regimen. He doesn't put anything in his body. He's a temple. He eats right. He trains right.
He don't drink.
He doesn't. But his body looked, by the way, I'm 52. I can tell you, it looks different after a little bit. Even when you're trying to get in shape, just the muscles look a little different. And Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring and stopped him, right? Floyd, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe he says this because he gets in the gym and he's like, Floyd's what, 49 and change? He's almost 50. Maybe he's right up against that thing where it's like, man, my body's not responding the same way.
Right. Max, they're grandpops.
They old.
Grandpops.
That looks like he got a little more in the tank.
What I'm saying,
he's a little younger. Pacquiao's a little younger.
When you a grandpop, you think you're not the same as you.
Roy Jones Jr. has stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. reshaped the mentality within boxing by emphasizing the importance of maximizing income, even if it comes at the expense of legacy and the sport's long-term value. But he explained that Mayweather's strategy influenced many fighters to prioritize financial rewards over traditional goals like chasing championships or taking risks in major bouts. In his view, this change has had a negative impact on the sport's overall excitement and competitiveness. Jones added that an increasing number of fighters are now more concerned with maintaining unbeaten records and securing lucrative exhibition matches, rather than taking part in defining fights that could strengthen boxing's global image.
And now wants the Mayweather concept, because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting to the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it.
Renowned trainer Robert Garcia shared his reaction to Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s planned return and the expected rematch with Manny Pacquiao, placing strong emphasis on the need for fair financial treatment for both athletes. He highlighted that, beyond the hype and worldwide attention surrounding the event, it is essential that both Mayweather and Pacquiao are compensated in a way that truly matches their stature, achievements, and the scale of the occasion. Garcia pointed out that when two legendary figures in boxing step into the ring again, the event goes far beyond a simple fight. It becomes a significant cultural and business moment for the sport. He also stressed that while fans are drawn to the build-up, promotion, and competitive narrative, equal importance should be placed on ensuring both fighters are rewarded justly. According to him, fair compensation is a key part of honoring their impact on boxing, and respect and equity should remain at the heart of any major event featuring icons of this level.
This will do more than the Tyson-Jake Paul fight. This will do like 150, 200 million. No, it's not pay-per-view.
Netflix, would do good.
200 million people, 150?
Sure, good thing Netflix is getting involved, man. You're freeing up a lot of money for the guys.
Yes.
And Mayweather Pacquiao, they're gonna make a couple $100 million each.
I think so.
Good for them.
As they should.
Good for them.
But you told me today, even without knowing, you knew it was coming.
Both having an exhibition, that's the way it looked like. So that was done? September 19th?
September 19th.
September, the Mexican Independence Day weekend?
Yeah, in the Sphere, nonetheless. That's that round thing.
But isn't Canelo fighting on that day?
No, he's fighting in Saudi on the 12th.
Yeah, but Mexico versus, that's right.
So this is a week after.
In the Sphere?
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah, it's very few seats in there.
Yeah, that's big time.
The gate will break records. I'm sure it's going to be major.
Yeah, because I heard that's just special, only special events and special concerts and shit like that.
Boxing analysts and close followers of the sport have suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent return to the ring could be linked to underlying financial challenges that have developed in recent years. Reports mentioning unpaid tax obligations, ongoing legal matters, and several lawsuits have added to the speculation that, despite earning more than $1 billion throughout his career, his financial situation after retirement might not be as secure as many once believed. Due to these reported issues, some experts believe his comeback, and even the possibility of putting his undefeated record at stake, is driven by more than just legacy or entertainment. They argue that a fighter with no remaining goals to achieve would typically avoid taking such risks, unless there were significant external pressures influencing that decision.
And is he got more money than me? Yeah, but he also spends a lot more money than me, which is why I thought him coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, it made dollars, so sure, it makes sense. But for him to put his pro record on the line means this is really bad for Floyd. Well, turns out it could be as bad as we thought or potentially worse, because Floyd Mayweather came out, 5 days ago now. I'm a little bit late to this story, but I wanted to make sure I had all the information. He came out 5 days ago and said that this fight isn't a pro fight. Even though it's announced that way, Netflix, the whole thing, all the promotion being pro-fight, it has not apparently been that to Floyd Mayweather, and this is what he had to say about it.
The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about, so we don't know if it's 100% going to be there, and this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain it.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has recently faced growing scrutiny after reports emerged about a $340 million lawsuit he filed against Showtime networks and certain former executives, alleging that portions of his fight earnings were mishandled. In the filing, Mayweather claims that a substantial share of the money he generated during his career was redirected through financial structures overseen by past advisors and related parties, leaving him without hundreds of millions he believes rightfully belong to him. The lawsuit further alleges that revenue from some of his biggest events, including high-profile bouts with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was funneled into accounts managed by intermediaries instead of being fully paid directly to him. These claims have raised serious concerns regarding potential breaches of fiduciary responsibility and broader financial misconduct.
Suing Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
At the same time, Logan Paul's recent claims have intensified the situation even further. Their 2021 exhibition match remains one of boxing's most high-profile crossover events, drawing massive global interest and reportedly surpassing 1 million pay-per-view purchases. Although the bout had no official result or competitive stakes, it was still viewed as a major commercial success. Despite that, Paul has alleged that he is still owed $1.5 million from the event. He claims that Mayweather's team arranged a pre-sale agreement with an international company, which was not fully reflected in how his earnings were calculated. According to Paul, his contract included a share of that deal, but he maintains that he has yet to receive the full amount he believes he is owed.
You on this day?
I mean, Floyd Mayweather?
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it, for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight.
Floyd out here scamming Dubai royalty is crazy. This is a story I also heard from Gervonta Davis when he said that Floyd owed them people in Dubai money. He scammed some person, some business person, some royalty in Dubai out of $10 million.
Teddy Atlas has shared concern over what he views as worrying indications regarding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s current circumstances, suggesting that the legendary fighter could be dealing with both personal and financial struggles. He implied that Mayweather's repeated participation in exhibition-style fights may be connected to possible gambling issues and unwise financial choices made outside the ring. Atlas expressed disappointment at the idea of such an iconic figure potentially going through these difficulties, especially considering the enormous success and wealth he accumulated during his professional career. But he further noted that Mayweather's apparent shift from elite competitive boxing to money-focused exhibitions highlights how even the most accomplished athletes can encounter serious challenges when managing wealth and adjusting to life after their peak years.
So I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, you know, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Steven Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time.
In response to the ongoing criticism, Floyd Mayweather Jr. offered his perspective on wealth and clarified that his constant focus on money should not be taken as negativity. He explained that, in his view, Money is simply a resource that gives him the ability to enjoy life and experience a level of freedom that allows him to pursue a wide variety of opportunities. Mayweather believes that financial independence is what enables him to create his own version of happiness and access paths that are unavailable to most people. He also described this mindset as the foundation behind his unconventional business and investment choices at the same time. He admitted that his financial approach often involves taking large risks. Mayweather stated that he prefers to generate earnings and reinvest them into ventures that others may not fully understand. While he sees this strategy as a way to explore innovation and opportunity, he acknowledged that it does not always succeed. In fact, he estimated that around 90% of his investments fail, yet he continues to take those risks in hopes of achieving the rare, high-reward outcomes.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risks because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. You know, I've gotten great results because I took my time. So even like my investments, take my time, gradually move slow, and see how things are going. If things are going great, then we give a little bit more.
At this point, what's your view? Do you think Floyd Mayweather will step up and take a real fight, or is he going to back away instead?